Boulder is still rising high, buzzing about Deion Sanders, kicking off a new era of CU football.
A lot of people are curious about the money, how much Coach Prime might make. The official offer form, well, for CU, has Coach Prime's salary at $5.5 million a year. That's a 5-year deal. $500,000 is base pay, but then there's $1.75 million for radio, TV, and public appearances, another $1.75 million for promotion and fundraising, and $1.5 million for the development of student athletes.
If he's successful, he makes more because there's all kinds of bonuses like $150,000 for winning 6 games. That's, well, you know, we only won one this year.
And you're bowl eligible.
Okay, and you're bowl eligible. And he'll get $450,000 if CU makes the college football playoff and $750,000 if the Buffs win the national championship, which would be pretty awesome. Still a lot of money. And he will get 2 courtesy cars and a membership at the Boulder Country Club.
Sanders made history this weekend. He became the 3rd consecutive black coach hired by the CU football program. And that's not a first at CU, it's a first for any school in a major athletic conference.
And he stressed the fact that that was not part of his decision making, but was thankful he was joining a program that is making strides. 9 News reporter Jaleesa Rosari joins us now. And this was an area that, you know, with not a lot of diversity. I mean, Boulder is Boulder, and this was a big step.
Yeah, the African American community only counts for 1.1% of Boulder's population. And we spoke to Justin Brooks, who is a black leader in a predominantly white area, that says hiring Coach Prime is huge. He offers so much in character development for the athletes on and off the field. Deion Sanders' athletic history makes this a major hire on its own. Brooks hopes one day hiring a black man won't make history. Instead, he hopes one day it will just be normal.
Football is a lot like politics. No matter which side someone sits, the goal is the same.
Absolutely, moving the ball down the field.
Justin Brooks didn't play this sport, but he plays politics in a town that doesn't look like him.
I believe at the last count we were 0.9% black, but I think that what I want for the community is not too much different than the rest of the folks here, and that's why they elected me.
Brooks is Erie's first black mayor.
You know, me leading the town of Erie is not an exceptional thing, it's a normal thing.
But until representation is just as common as a decorative downtown, history in predominantly white areas will continue to be made.
And so let me introduce our 28th coach in Colorado history, Coach Prime.
On Sunday, Deion Sanders became CU's 3rd consecutive black coach hired, a first in a Power 5 program's history.
There are several African-American head coaches around the country that were terminated and were not replaced by African-American coach. But you had the audacity to do such a thing. Not only to do such a thing on this time, but several times you've done such a thing. So I thank you for your nerve. I thank you for your courage.
One day, this won't take courage. One day, a seat at the table, a spot on a team won't make the record books.
What representation does initially is it creates a sense of possibility, and then in the long term, it creates a sense of regularity and normality. And so I want it to represent the standard as opposed to the exception. Coach Prime is an example that it can be done, and I hope others follow his footsteps.
Brooks says he's excited to see the diversity Sanders will bring to the coaching staff, and he's confident Sanders will elevate the university more ways than one. And he says if Sanders is looking for a community to live, so give him a call.
Erie's not that far away.
Just go on up to Erie. It's funny because Coach Prime, Coach Sanders, is so out loud about all this that when he talks about changing things, he's not trying to be subtle about anything. He has these discussions about things like race, things about education, things about college football out loud. Now, it may help.
Isn't that what progress is about, right? Is acknowledging our missteps and trying to correct our track in all of this. And I think it's so important that we are having these conversations out loud and making note of the lack of diversity and how we can change and make steps to be better.
Ultimately, like every football coach, though, he'll be measured with wins and losses. He'll be measured by what football coaches are measured by. There's a bottom line to all of that.
And, you know, Kim mentioned it's kind of only up from here, right?
Yeah, I mean, one game this year. But, you know, I mean, there's a lot that he brings up that in the last really winning era, Coach McCartney brought up. He worried about his athletes, his black athletes on campus, and how he felt like they were targeted in many ways. Police sought them out. And I mean, and they're in Boulder looking around saying, I stand out. You know, I shouldn't feel like that. So I think Coach Sanders is going to take it to the next level and try and just put it out there.
Absolutely. Comfort is key, right?
Yeah.
Well, he certainly has taken it on. He's not acting like it's something that doesn't exist. He talked about it yesterday. He knows it's there and plans to address it head on.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jaleesa.
Yeah.